Welcome back to Indie Spotlight, Frags the Bear family. I'm your host, Zaymod, also known as Trevor on social media. Links to all of that you can find in the video description below, including ways to support the channel. The biggest way to support it, though, click the subscribe button. Get me to 300 subscribers. I think we're at 259 right now, so we're really moving toward 300 very quickly. So if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you've been coming here for a while and you haven't subscribed yet, what's stopping you? It's free. Click the red button. If you're watching the live stream, let me know you're here, and if you're watching the recording, be sure to leave me a comment. So I'm a little late today. Sorry about that. Had to run a couple errands after work. But we're going to take a look at Cain today. We haven't looked at my uncle. Full disclosure, he's my uncle. We haven't looked at my uncle in a while. Independent artist, musician, storyteller. He's sort of your old school kind of country rock singer, and he's always got a great sense of humor, and a lot of his songs, like this one, have a bit of a humorous side to them, and they usually have a story involved. So we're going to take a look at Cain's Fishing with No Bait on the Hook. Long title for a song, but it makes sense when you hear it. And I will pause as necessary. We'll talk about it, and here we go. Cain, Fishing with No Bait on the Hook. Cheers.
Hey everybody, welcome. It's Al. I got another original song for you today. This one's called Fishing with No Bait on the Hook. And there's a backstory to this. It's about my older brother Cal and one of our fishing trips. So if you get a chance, go out on the YouTube channel and you'll be able to read the backstory to this. Yeah. So hope you enjoy it. Again, it's Fishing with No Bait on the Hook. Thank you. Light another cigarette, turn the radio up, put a little Jack Daniels in that coffee cup. Pull your cap down over your eyes, park your ass there in the sand. And next time you go fishing, leave them worms in the can. My brother taught me a lesson at that old fishing hole, when I didn't see any fish twitching on his pole. I was pulling them in right and left, throwing them in the can. He looked at me and grinned and said, "You just don't understand."
Before he jumps into the chorus, if this is your first time here, and Al, I mean, obviously he's a little different than what we normally do on the channel, but I like a broad range of music, and I like a little country sometimes. I like some old school rock and some old school country rock. There's an element of storytelling that's missing from music in a lot of cases today. And I've talked about that before with some other artists who do really well at this. Telling stories through music is probably one of the oldest forms of art that man has, other than maybe cave drawing. And even then they were telling stories, and for all we know, they were singing at the time. There's no way for us to know that. But it is known that for a long time people told stories to each other, in most cases through song. It was the easiest way to remember a story. It was the most entertaining way to pass on that story, and those stories tended to be the history of people or the history of an area. So it's by far one of the oldest forms of entertainment, historical record keeping, and art that humanity has. And I think a lot of musicians recognize that, and I think a lot of them are just out there to make a catchy tune and make a buck, and not necessarily to tell a story. And I don't think they have to all the time, but I do appreciate when they do, when an artist does tell a story, and when you can involve a little bit of humor and you can make the story fun, and you can put it to, I mean, Al's got a very soothing, mellow voice. And it's a great accompaniment to this type of song. It works really well with this song, and so does the guitar, and everything plays well together, fits the genre, fits the song, and it's good to listen to. Like, I actually enjoy listening to it. So hopefully you do too. Hopefully you find something in these to drive you to these channels and stuff. But we're gonna keep going. But very good start so far. Great start so far.
Said sometimes life is hard, but you do the best you can. You put food on the table and try to be a man. You raise your kids up the best you can until they're finally grown. And one day they take off and they leave you all alone.
One day.
Light another cigarette.
One day soon.
Turn the radio up. Put a little Mr. Daniels in your coffee cup. Pull that cap down over your eyes. Park your ass there in the sand. And next time you go fishing, leave them worms in the can.
Now I can appreciate that it is a real world example. I like to fish. I'm not very good at it. I've never done this. I've never just thrown a hook in the water just to waste time. I don't like fishing that much. I do like being outside though, but usually when you're outside at a lake, I'm not a very big sunshiny person. I prefer shade. I prefer a little cooler weather. But I can appreciate the appeal of this. So no, Julie, I've never gone fishing and just thrown a hook just to get away from the house. But I can appreciate the appeal of just going out and sitting somewhere calm and peaceful, just to get away from it all. And I think more people should probably do that. I think more people should metaphorically go throw a hook in the water with no bait on it and just sit and maybe listen to the radio and just sit. I think the world might be a little bit better if more people did that. You know what I mean?
So when that point comes in life, tell me, what are you gonna do? Keep right on working, try something new. Just have yourself a cold beer, take the wife out to the show, or listen to Ernie Harwell on that Tiger radio. Sometimes you gotta stop wondering what life is all about. Gotta let things go and just let it all hang out. When life gets complicated, needs another look, try going fishing with no bait on that hook. Light another cigarette, turn the radio up, pour some old Jack Daniels in that coffee cup. Pull that cap down over your eyes, put your ass there in the sand. And next time you go fishing, leave them worms in the can. Now he told me the secrets of life can't be found in a book, but they're easy to find if you just know where to look. Go out to that lake and sit down in the sand. And next time you go fishing, leave them worms in the can. Light another cigarette, turn the radio up, put a little Jack Daniels in that coffee cup. Pull your cap down over your eyes, park your ass there in the sand. And next time you go fishing, leave them worms in the can. Yeah, next time you go fishing, leave them worms in the can.
Great song from my Uncle Al. Again, really like a very traditional sort of country rock song, storytelling at its finest, a sense of humor, a good message, and a good story behind the song. And it was played and sang very well. I could totally sit and listen to my uncle. I could, at a nice bar, throwing back some cold beers and just listening to music. I think this would be such a fantastic way to spend an evening. Or sitting out on a boat, maybe actually trying to catch fish, but sitting out on a boat with somebody and just, talking shit and drinking beer and who knows, maybe getting home with some food. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Make sure you go to Al's channel, check it out, subscribe there. Leave him comments. Let him know what you think of his music. There are a lot of songs, originals and covers, to check out there, especially if you like this style of music. I don't think you'll be disappointed. And give it a shot, even if you're not sure, if you've never been into country or this kind of music. Go check it out anyway. You might find something you like. So thank you guys again so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. And I will see you all again soon, maybe later tonight. You guys have a great one. Much love.